the tremendous changes in the world today, particularly in the information sector, the eligibility or qualifications for employment have changed dramatically in the world. So it is not enough that a person has a degree or a technical qualification anymore. You need different kinds of skills. Skills in the practical way and not just a technical understanding of skills as it used to be in the past.
When you talk of soft skills, you are talking about things which are not part of your education through a syllabus or a curriculum. Suppose somebody is doing a business out of Trivandrum or working in a company in Trivandrum. He or she may be dealing with somebody sitting in Australia or the United States or the UK or the Middle East somewhere. So the way you communicate with people, the understanding of their cultures, words to be used, words not to be used, these are all very, very important.
Soft skills are extremely important. Many a time we do not realize how important it is. If you want to make a success of your official life, you need soft skills.
In a most competitive environment, it's most difficult unless you have the right people with the right attitude, with competitiveness, with very good positive attitude and excellent soft skills apart from the hard skills.
Many young people assume that soft skills is related to being very fluent in English. Even though communication skill is a very important component of soft skills, it is by no means restricted to being a good English speaker. A large variety of skills, sometimes things which are taken for granted or considered as trivial, form an important component of soft skills.
I think the biggest problem that our present generation is facing is definitely the lack of soft skills. And I guess one of the major reasons behind it is that all the communication today, they just happen through the virtual world or in the virtual world, I would say. Be it WhatsApping or Facebooking or whatever it is, we chat with our friends, we have a good time, but all of that just happens in the virtual world. And when it comes to real world, when it comes to a face-to-face communication, it's all a big mess. We don't know how to carry ourselves. We don't know if we are conveying the message in the right way. We are not sure of our body language. So it's all a big mess.
Even the examination system is changing. It is not writing essays anymore. So you need the skill to suggest solutions to actual case situations. And that is going to be the future examination system.
How to manage time, how to manage work, how to manage failure, how to manage relationships, how to manage money, a very large number of things. These are all taken for granted. There is no formal training given. A large number of things on which education needs to be given, but which is not given in our universities and schools.
When I talk to young people, is that you should get noticed for the right things, not the wrong things. Because a person who likes gel may like you, but the chances are that the person who doesn't like that will not like you. But if you don't use that, so it is always better to be soberly dressed.
Now today, whatever skills you learn in the university has to be converted into action-oriented ability to perform. That is one aspect. The second aspect is what we call soft skills. It's basically communication. But it goes beyond communications in the sense that it depends on the personal behavior, your interaction with other people, your ability to appreciate other people's minds, and this is particularly true when you're abroad.
So how do you develop soft skills? You must set apart time deliberately for earning the skills at communication, at time management, at managing stress, and all these factors you must set apart time. And there are methodologies by which you can master soft skills. It is not as if we are all born with the soft skills of great politicians and great orators. We are all ordinary human beings. But modern technology, modern studies have shown that many of the soft skills required for success in life can be consciously studied.
Look at the medical field. We get excellent doctors, and they are very good in their caliber or their delivery. But important thing is the communication skills sometimes is missing. So there is a lot of misunderstanding between the patient and the doctors, and which creates a lot of problems in the society and accusations against the doctors and things like that. Similarly, such problems are faced in every field.
Many a time, especially with people in Kerala and many parts of India, they are probably very bright, they understand the subject very well. They can put it on paper, but if somebody asks them a question, they are not able to respond properly.
If you look at the immigration patterns to the United States in the past, you will find that it was the Keralites who dominated the earlier immigration waves, like the doctors, the engineers, the teachers. But when it came to the skills of communications and the skills of interaction, we failed because we did not have this kind of training in Kerala. And this is what we are trying to rectify through the skills development program. There are several departments and others are doing that. But private sector is very important in this because the generalized training is fine, but personalized for the specific instances of employability, I think the private sector has to play a major role. That is why finishing schools are extremely important.
Hundreds of institutions should be there in the country to train the people, the soft skills at the young age itself, which will be completely beneficial to them. Today we are missing that. Either the present institutions have a wing for developing the soft skills, or that should be in the curriculum itself from the lower primary school onwards. Very planned effort has to be there to develop soft skills without them knowing that we are developing soft skills. That is what is required. So institutions, academic institutions or institutions which can develop the soft skills will be doing a great job for the future generations.
So today education means not only specialization in a particular area, but also a liberalized approach to the world. So that is why these skills are assuming great importance in the complete fulfillment of education.